Hi and welcome to the latest video. This is just some thoughts about my Zero. Now I thought the Zero no longer give me any more surprises, but on this ride it didn't go quite as I thought it was going to. Now I started the day with the bike completely charged overnight, so it's got the 110% capacity, giving me an indicated range of 125 miles. Now when I've got back to when I've got to my destination, I ended up with more miles in range than I started with. Now, that's one of the things with the Zero. I think probably most electric vehicles. Now, with this, you've obviously shown that the bike is much more effective and much more efficient riding it on back roads, the tight twisties where you're accelerating and decelerating. Now when you're on the motorway, you're probably going to be doing something like 70 miles an hour, and the drag caused by those speeds is obviously exponentially more than what you would normally get as just pulling up. Also, you don't have any of the stop starts, so you're not getting any of the regeneration as well. So after as I say, just having taken a ride up to J&S in Northwich, as I say, we're starting with 125, and by the time I've got there I ended up with 139, I believe it was, and a battery of 101%. And another good example, I was once crawling on the motorway due to an accident, and my range went up to something like 150, and I think I had something like 50% battery. So I thought, oh, plenty, don't need to worry about going slow or anything like that. And then I almost ran out of power when I got to the charging point. On that occasion I was down to 2%. So what we do here is say we're just getting into the rhythm with DSR X. Here's a comfortable bike, I must admit. It's got that upright riding position and it's cracking, and you can just glide along with no engine vibrations, anything like that to worry about. It's no gears, no clutch, just twist and go. And then, like I say, on up and down and stop and start, in the regenerative braking kicks in, so you don't really have to use the brakes that much. And I would say that also helps to recharge the battery, giving again more range. So I don't know many bikers that enjoy motorways. I don't, if I'm honest. They're a means to an end. But if I'm on my electric bike, I've seriously got to reconsider how I'm doing it. Now, as you can see, the range I've put up in the top right corner there, and try to highlight it to make it as visible as possible. But you'll notice it doesn't really change that much because of the nature of these roads. And yeah, it's just mooching along there at a fair old rate of knots and getting on with my own thing. And I was just a lovely ride in a cracking, well, summer's day. Now, I'm not one here to say go and buy an electric bike. That's not my thing. I do love the addictiveness of that instant torque, instant acceleration. However, it has caught me out earlier in the year when I did have a minor little spill, and I'm building back my confidence back on the bike. And yeah, it's just so much fun. The other thing I found with this bike, because it is quite a rare bike, I've struggled to find a little bar just to mount the sat nav to. So what I've ended up doing is just making one myself. Now, there wasn't much in the way to actually brace it, so I came up with the idea of just roping some wire over the top from the screws in the front, just to give it a bit more support and allow it to flex if there's vicious bumps without risk of damaging, but also just keeps it nice and positioned in just the right place. And it seems to be working brilliantly. Like I say, I mean, just for something I cobbled together using some scrap metal, it's come out quite well. Now, as you can see here, it is a prototype, and it does still have some flaws like coming loose, and the sat nav was just dropping down. Fortunately, I could still see it, and obviously I got the audio as well. But yeah, so that was fun. Let's see, yeah, the range going back up again. We're up to 137. So even on this short bit, the range has increased, and the battery percentage has dropped there. So. So as we're getting near to the ends, as you can see, the battery's lost roughly sort of 9–10% there from where I started, but the range itself is going up, and which is just goes to show it's how you ride the motor. Same with anything, it's how you ride it. So, but it certainly is an interesting little thing. So, but coming up in the future videos, I've got some camping trips planned coming in a couple of weeks' time, so watch out for some videos, hopefully a bit more regular. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a minute. Yeah, and but yeah, and go check out J&S in Northwich, cracking store, helpful staff. So, and oh yes, don't forget to like, subscribe, please leave comments. I'm still trying to get used to doing this and learning how the best editing is and what you need to do, things like that. And if there's any other questions or anything else you want to know in regards to owning an electric motorcycle, then please do get in touch. Thank you very much. Goodbye.